Hi guys, welcome to Twitter's funny channel. Today I am going to teach point of sale system step by step part 16 tutorial. In our last tutorial we studied how to create the tables in our database. In our database which name is POSN, this is our database. We have created two tables. One is sales main, another one is a sales product. We already studied it in our last tutorial. In this lecturing I am going to teach how to create the user interface for sales. Okay, I already created the buttons for sales. Now what I am going to do is here I am going to add the name below of the image. Here I am going to add the name as sales. I'm going to increase the size of the font little bit. Okay, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is when you click this sales button, the links goes to the sales form. Okay, let me see how to create the sales form. Okay, go to the project, add Windows form. This will be the Windows form. Here you can specify the name of the form here. I'm going to specify the name here, sales and something else. Okay, whatever name you can give, sales and add. Okay, you successfully add another form which name is sales and. Now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to this form come with the border. I'm going to select I'm going to go to the property which is a form border style. I'm going to select as none. Okay, now it's look great. Again I'm going to change the color of this form little bit. So let me change the color as something what the color, suitable color. So we give the color as something, sorry, click on this form, something white here, sorry, white. It would be great. User interface. Okay, now let me see, let me go to our back to our main form and give the link and see. Double click on the sales form. Here I am going to link this form as, what is the name of the form? Sales in. So type sales in, create the object whatever name, and create the object as same name, sales equal new sales in, using the new using this new keyword and create the object as sales here. After that sales in dot show. Why, what's happened? Sales dot show. Okay, you have to create this object, you have to put here and call show method. Okay, let me check the program. Go to the start and click start button. This will be our login screen. Sales. Okay, this will be our sales part. Here it's coming, it looks great. If you want to in the middle, we can set as this form as middle. Okay, let's close this form, go back to our sales, this form, sales and form which we created our last form. This is our sales form. click on this form and go to the property window, and there will be a property start position. Click on this one and make it as center screen. Okay, if you make it as center screen, when the form is loaded, it's coming on the center. Okay, this is the meaning of center screen. Okay, you make it as center screen. Okay. First I am going to put the invoice number top left corner here. So go to the toolbox and double click one and double click another label. I need two labels. This is for adding, this is for display the invoice number. Okay, let's change the name as label here, invoice number. Invoice number. Perfect. Now let's increase the size of the text little bit, because this is important stuff for invoice number is. Let's choose as bold. Let's give the size as 16. Okay, perfect. Here this will be, shall we put the number font as 16, same font. Here what I'm going to do is, here label 2, I'm going to erase everything. Here it's automatically number will be displayed. Okay, I'm going to give the coding. Okay, I'll do it, this one. After that I'm going to display the total items here. Here I'm going to put total items. I need another two labels. One is for the adding, another one is for the item display. This for label 2, this is label 4. Okay, let's change the name as here. It would be easy to identify the name if you give the standard name. Label invoice, LB invoice. This for total items, name will be changed as LB item terms. Okay, perfect. I'm going to raise this text also. This text is coming from the database, so let's change the font size. Let's make it as this one also 16. The label, I'm going to put the heading as total items. How many items are selected for the sale? Total items. Let me change the size as the font. Perfect. Okay. Here let's arrange them in the order. Okay, later on we can arrange. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, here the total items, here total, the total, this will be total. Let's change the font style as again 16. Click OK. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is, here I need another label for display the total also. Here I'm going to, let's change the label as label name as LB total. Okay, I have three labels. One is a LB invoice, another one is a LB total, another one is a LB items, another one is a LB total. Okay, these are the three label controls I displayed. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I need one grid view for do the sales calculation part. So go to the toolbox and get the grid view control. Where is it? Date. Here, grid view. You just drag on your form. This will be your grid view. So I'm going to create add the columns. How many columns you need? So click add columns here in this link. Here you have to give the column name. Here header test means this column name you have to specify the column name heading. First one will be always ID. It will be auto increment. So sorry, again I need another one, another column, which is name of item number. So item number add. Okay, again another column I need, so that is name, item name. Again I need another column. This will be the column for quantity. Another one for price. Another one for total. I need 6 columns. Adding on the data grid control for do the calculation of point of sale system. Click that. Okay, let's complete the text. This I need only 6 columns. Okay, I completed 7 column I know needed, so I click on this close button and close the grid view. So we can see only 2. We can't see all the 6 items, so you just expand the menu like this. Now you can see all the columns what you are inserted. You just click like this, right? Perfect. Now this will be your, if you want you can change the color and everything, okay, on this one. Okay, let's click the start but run the application and see. So let's run the program and see. Okay, working perfectly. Now let's close the one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the coding view. Before go to the coding view, I need 2 items. Yeah, one is I need 2 buttons I put here. One is a print, another one is a cancel. This one for print item. This one for the cancel. Print. Here I am going to put the shortcut key also. Okay, later I put the shortcut key here. Again I put here the cancel. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to moving to the coding part of the point of sale system. Let's moving to the coding part. Before moving to the coding part, I forgot to put 2 stuff. One is a item number, another one is a quantity. Okay, sorry for that. Go to the toolbox again. I need 1 label and 1 text box. This label we called as item number. Let me increase the size, same size. This one also let me increase. Click the multi-line and increase a little bit like this. Okay, perfect. Now I need 1 quantity. label, another one is a text box. Okay, sorry. Just change the name as quantity. Okay, now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to change this text box names. Okay, if you click this text box, defaultly come the name as text box 1. I'm going to change the name as here txt number, item number or number. Okay, number. This one I'm going to change as txt quantity. Okay, so if you change the name, we can easily identify the text box. Okay. After that, what I'm going to do is click on this text box. First I'm going to enable false. Enable false means we can't type. Okay, if it is this one, if you type and press enter key, then only you can type this one. Okay, it will allow you to type this text box. Okay, first let's complete this text box validation. First click this one and here go to the event part and select as key press event. Okay, this will be the key press. Okay, if you press enter key, it's go to this text box. Okay, double click this one, let's go to the coding view. Here what I'm going to do is here, if e dot keychar double equal 13 mean txt number dot txt quantity dot enable equal true. After that, txt dot focus. Okay, this mean, what's meaning of this is, at the first form load it's enable false. Okay, let's show the demo of the coding, then it's easy for you all to understand. Here John 123 is a password. If you click sales, you notice that if you enter the item number 1 and press enter key, here it is focused on the quantity text box. Here at the first time it will be enable false, you can't type. Once enter the number, press enter key, it's go and pointing the arrow mouse cursor on this text box, quantity text box. Okay, let's quit the program and see. If it is true, once you type this one and press enter key, then this will be enabled true. At the first time it will be enabled false. After that, what I'm going to do is here click on this text box and here this will be the key press event. Again you are going to double click here, the event will be go to this coding view. This coding view I already wrote myself, because if I wrote line by line, it take too much time to write and explain the coding. Okay, so that I already written this one, so it is easy for you all to understand. Okay, this meaning of, first I am going to explain this coding. If ep keychar mean 13 mean, it's called as enter key. Okay, enter key number which will be 30. Okay, if you press enter key on your keyboard, what happen is it's enabled, this defaultly enabled false. First time I made it this one as enable. Here I made this one as enable false. Here enable false. If you press enter key, it will be enabled true. After that, quantity dot focus mean the arrow key will be pointing on this text box. Okay, it is blinking on this text box. Okay, this focus on this quantity text box. That is the meaning of focusing. First time enable true, after that focus on this relevant text box, which is a quantity text box. That is the meaning of this part. After that, if it is true, here you can go to the coding part and show. If it is true, here press here. First time you can't click here. Press number and click press enter key. You can notice that it is focus on the quantity text box. Okay, if you press any quantity, item number mean here, this number mean this is coming from the product table. Here quantity, how much quantity you want for the product 1, 2 quantity. Press enter key. Notice that here this will be the item, this is the auto increment ID number, this is the item number. Here 1 will be the item number. Here this will be the quantity, 2 will be the quantity, price will be this relevant price will be taken from the database. After that it multiply and display the total. Okay, let's go at this one and I will be explain step by step. Okay, let's this one, let's go to the coding part. Invoice, this will be the invoice number, this will be the total item, this will be the total. Okay, let's correct it. Okay, step by step we will go to the coding. This will be, I will explain earlier, this will be the enter key. If you press the enter key, okay, here I am creating the variable within the try blocks. Okay, what is a try block I will explain in my previous tutorials. Okay, here string txt mean I created the variable, string variable, which name is txt. Okay, this is the variable equal, this is the query I wrote. What is the query? Select all from products. So go back to our database. This will be our database. Okay, this will be our database. So you can notice that this will be our product table. You can see this will be our product table. Select all from here. This will be product table. Select all from the product table. Select all from product table. Where ID means this relevant column name. Okay, where ID mean equal txt number mean this text box. Here txt number mean this text box. Okay, I change the name as txt number mean this text box. Okay, so here txt number mean that text box. Txt number mean text box. That's meaning of when you enter the number. Earlier I enter 1. So go to the product table and search, select all from product. Where ID, here come here. Here you are put 1. Here where's the 1 is searching. This is the 1. It's taken all the record from this ID 1. Where the ID 1. This records will be taken, and after that what I am going to do is here I wrote one SQL command. SQL command I explained earlier. It's check both. This query will be correct or not, and the connection, query and connection, both are checked of this purpose of this SQL command. If it is all correct, after that open the connection, SQL data reader. Again I have wrote another command, SQL data reader. This meaning of reading each and every column and row. This is the row, each and every column is reading. Where's the correct record available? It's reading one by one. That is the meaning of SQL data reader. Create the object R, and CMD means this CMD. If it is query and connection both are correct, execute, call the function which is the execute reader. Okay, if you call the execute reader, it's going to read. So when you read, put the while loop and read. Okay, while r mean this r, this read mean this is the free defined function coming from the SQL data reader dot read. Here this is the function, so you have to close open bracket and close bracket. Okay, that's how you can close, because this is a method. Okay, keep in your remember. After that, within the while loop, what I'm going to do is I created one variable which is a price equal